about what Boise State needs to do to be successful here today. And now we'll take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Lithia Ford of Boise. For Boise State, it's pretty simple. You got to slow down Maddie UT. That's a much easier thing that is said than done. UT, the 2020 Mountain West Player of the Year, spent 4 fabulous seasons at Fresno State. Gordy Presnell and Boise State, no stranger to her, but they're going to have to find a way to get the ball out of her hands. She poured in 12, 10, and 5 points, rebounds, and assists for the Beach in their season opening victory over Biola. That was your keys to the game, brought to you by Lithia Ford of Boise. In the Treasure Valley, visit in person at the corner of Fairview and Maple Grove, or see it all at lithiafordboise.com. And now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Zions Bank. Mary Kay Narrow will play the 1. The sophomore point guard will also be accompanied in the backcourt with Anna Osley and the newcomer Dominique Leonidas, the transfer from the Ivy League who played at Brown. Elodie Lalott and Abby Muse make up the 2 forwards for Boise State. For everything you love about Idaho, Zions Bank is for you. Zions Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Broncos. Abby Muse is in that center circle. And a jump ball straight away off the tip. Muse was the one who knocked it into the Long Beach State backcourt. It's picked up by Justina King, and they're actually going to redo this tip. They had Lauren Green in there, and she stepped out. Maddie UT wanted to get involved, but they're going to make Green re-jump. So it's Green and Muse again, and this time it is won by Muse, but it's recovered by Long Beach, and they will start this game with possession. The Beach going left to right here at ExtraMile Arena. Free throw line extended is Uti, trying to drive baseline on Muse. Muse stops her, forces her to pick up the dribble, and an errant pass stolen away by Anna Osley. Osley makes her way down to the basket, gets stopped there, and the ball is knocked out of her hands by Makai Berry. Goes out of bounds. Boise State will keep possession, so they will inbound underneath their basket. Broncos going right to left. Dominique Leonidas to inbound. Broncos trying to run a play to get Osley open. They do. She's on the left wing. Now swings the ball into the right corner with Leonidas. Skip pass back to Osley. Game of give and go right now. Good no-look bounce pass down to Abby Muse on the right block. Muse with a couple of moves, steps around, but can't get the shot to go. It banks off the glass and ends up going all the way out of bounds over in the left corner. So Muse with the missed shot. Long Beach State bringing it in from the inbound. Justina King, the junior from Scarborough, Canada. Guarded by Dominique Leonidas. Bounce pass, gives it up. Once again, top of the key with Lauren Green. We got a foul on the floor as an entry pass was sent in back to King. And Dominique Leonidas will get whistled for the foul. Had a whole handful of the left arm of Justina King. So now the Beach on the inbound. Mary Kay Narrow tips it away right off Makai Berry's knee. That'll go out of bounds. That'll be another Beach turnover. So Boise State gets the ball back. Broncos wearing all white with their sides striped in blue and orange. Long Beach wearing black is Elodie Lalott. Receives a bounce pass from Mary Kay Narrow, puts it up off the backboard and in for the first 2 points of this game. 2-0 Boise State, 8:35 to play in the first quarter. Makai Berry comes back, takes it herself, hop-stepping her way into the paint and scoring. First points for the Beach, 2-2 here in Boise, 8:23 to go. Mary Kay Narrow bringing the ball up, trying to find Leonidas. That is stolen away. King goes up on the fast break. Her shot's affected by Leonidas. Grabs her own rebound. Mary Kay Narrow there. Grabs a piece of the ball. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll be Boise State basketball. So quick action at both ends. Broncos do inbound. Here's Narrow. She's trapped in the backcourt. Swings it away over to the near side with Leonidas at the bottom of the court. Osley gets the ball in the right corner. Bounce pass to Lalott. Good ball movement from the Broncos. Sees it goes back to Narrow. Her 3 off target. Off the rim and out of bounds into the LBSU bench. So Narrow putting up her first shot. Unsuccessful. Long Beach brings it back the other way. Maddie UT dribbling around on the left block. Kicks it out to King. King with a turnaround jumper from the elbow. No good. Rolls around off the rim. Tipped out of bounds by Lauren Green, the junior from Tucson, Arizona. And both teams so far with just one make. It's still 2-2, 7:35 to play in quarter number one. Broncos opening at home for the 9th straight year. Here's Abby Muse. Pass off to her post from the free throw line down to Lalat on the left block. Little post-to-post passing action. And Boise State takes the lead 4-2. Makai Berry gets the ball top of the key. She puts it on the floor, dribbles right with a dribble handoff to Justina King. King trying to drive on Leonidas. She's denied. Back out for a triple on its way. Jasmine Hardy's no good. Rebound fought for between Lalat and Lauren Green just outside the paint. It goes off Lauren Green as she tried to wrestle it away from Lalat and out of bounds. So it'll be Bronco basketball once again. Boise State with the lead 4-2. And they have the ball once more. Long Beach so far from the floor, just 1 of 4. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to support Boise State athletics. Visit IdahoFarmBureauInsurance.com and learn how you can become part of the Farm Bureau Insurance family. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance, protecting what matters most. Dominique Leonidas running the point for Boise State at the moment. Mary Kay Nero off on the left wing. Leonidas with a couple of crossover dribbles, jumps in the air, dishes off a pass, finding a wide open Abby Muse. Help defense came on Leonidas, left a teammate open. It was Abby Muse who finished, and it pushes the Bronco lead to 4. 6-2, 6:25 to go. Boise State up by 4 points. Here's King again, hop steps through the paint, swings it out into the left corner. Ball gets moved back straight in front of the basket with Justina King. King now dribbling down to the baseline, 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thea Mickelson. She goes up. Leonidas takes the charge, and it is another Long Beach turnover as Leonidas got her feet set right inside the painted area. Mickelson out of control, jumping into the air, flying through the body of Leonidas. Dominique Leonidas, the redshirt senior, the transfer from Brown in the Ivy League, having a good start to this one. Got an assist and has drawn a charge. Anna Osley gets the basketball, right wing. Had some space, thought about a 3, gave it up to Abby Muse. And now we've got a whistle. Muse was shoved in the back and fouled. So that'll be a foul. It was committed by Mira Joseph, the junior from Carson, California. Came to Long Beach by way of Hawaii after transferring. It's Boise State 6, Long Beach State 2 with 5:45 to go in quarter number 1. Dominique Leonidas gets a screen from the lot, finds Mary Kay Nero, who's coming off a screen of her own. She puts up a 3 on the right wing. It doesn't go. Anna Osley battling for the rebound along with Abby Muse. Ends up tipping the ball off Mira Joseph in the paint. That ball goes out of bounds. Boise State gets to keep it. Inbound goes to Leonidas, who's wearing a whole lot of tape on her left hand. Doing some dribbling with the right. She loses her footing but keeps the dribble. Although she ends up pushing it away from herself. It's taken away by LBSU. Now Maddie Udi goes in. She slips. Leads to a wide open 3 on the kick out. But off the mark is Kiana Hamilton-Fisher. The Beach gets their own rebound. A pass down low into the post. A good matchup there. Mira Joseph had Mary Kay Nero fronting her, and Joseph able to finish at the rim. That makes it 6-4, under 5 to go now in quarter number 1. Elodie Lalat is wide open on the left block. Mary Kay Nero finds her there. Defense a bit suspect. There was no one within acres of Lalat, and she puts it in. It's 8-4. Boise State reestablishing that 4-point lead. Mira Joseph taking Elodie Lalat to the rim, and Joseph able to finish with the left. 4:30 to go in quarter number 1. Broncos by 2, 8-6. Mary Kay Nero straight away gives it off to Leonidas. Muse receiving the pass in the post. Tries to back down her defender. That doesn't work. Muse will get it back after kicking it out to Narrow, and from the free throw line, Abby Muse on the left corner makes a jump shot. Muse now with 4 points. Boise State 4 of their last 5 on field goals. And 3 subs ready to check in for the Broncos at the next dead ball. 10-6 Boise State with 3:52 to go. Here's Thea Mickelson. Wants a step-back jumper in front of Dominique Leonidas, and that one is good. Had a foot on the line, so it's just a 2. But Thea Mickelson, the freshman from Roskilde, Denmark, finding ways to create space and score a basket. Mary Kay Narrow, Dominique Leonidas passing back and forth. Ball goes down into the painted area with Abby Muse. Muse goes up. It's a jump ball, and we have a stoppage, which means a timeout. With 3:32 left in quarter number 1, it's Boise State 10, Long Beach State 8. Welcome back to Extra Mile Arena with Zero Sugar, and now even more delicious is the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Grab one at the concession stand and find out for yourself. It's Boise State 10, Long Beach State University 8, here with 3:32 left to go in the first quarter of Boise State's season opener. Broncos leading by 2, but after the jump ball, it is LBSU who has the basketball, bringing it left to right. Their point guard, Justina King, brings it up, gives it off on a dish to Joseph. Now Maddie Uti, the recipient. She wants to go baseline on Mary Kay Narrow. Narrow does enough to stop her there. Ball is loose, ends up in the corner on the far side. Beach keeps it. 3 off the mark from Makai Berry. Uti takes a wild swing, trying to just knock it out to a teammate. Instead, knocks it out of bounds and into the first row of seats, where some fans made a nice little grab. So Bronco basketball, tough inbound, and a full court pressure here from Berry on Narrow in the backcourt. 3 minutes to go now. Broncos still leading by 2 in quarter number 1. Here's Anna Osley. Rachel Bowers has entered the game. She gets her first touch of the basketball down on the left baseline. She kicks it back out to Narrow. Narrow dribbling, gets a screen from Trista Hull. Now Osley in the corner, just poked away from her. And the ball's going the other way. Long Beach State has it. Here's Makai Berry. Swings it right to Maddie Uti. Uti goes up. She can't connect. In fact, missed the rim. Just hit the backboard with her jumper. Tried to fade away from Narrow. No good. And the rebound brought in by Mary Kay Narrow, her second. Narrow again, high pick and roll with Trista Hull, the freshman from Yakima. She's getting her first Bronco minutes, making her debut. Pass intended for another freshman, Jada Clark, is tipped out of bounds. Boise State will keep it. They're still up by 2. No scoring since we returned from break. In fact, the Beach on a 2-minute and 20-second scoring drought. Caitlin Burgess with the ball, kicks it out to Rachel Bowers. Now Jada Clark, left wing, but she moved her feet before putting the ball on the floor. That'll be a travel, and it'll be a Bronco turnover. For Boise State, that's their 4th turnover. Comes from the freshman Jada Clark, 5'4", out of Richland, Washington. Went to Richland High School. Played for the Bombers. Long Beach State trying to tie this game up, and they will. Justina King finds her way to create some space at the bottom of the basket. Got Clark in the air on a pump fake. Broncos again being trapped the entire way down the court. Great ball movement from Clark to Burgess to Bowers. Results in a Bronco bucket. It went out to the left wing, went down to the right block, and then across the way to Rachel Bowers. It was a 3-on-2 situation. Boise State takes advantage, and they make it 12-10. They've got the lead back with 1:20 to go in the first. Tying things back up, Mira Joseph right underneath the basket. She again got the entry pass. This time it's off the feed from UT. 1:05 to go. Mary Kay Narrow gets a screen, but it's an illegal one. Trista Hull tripping Justina King just to the right of the extended arc off the free throw line. King hits the ground. The foul is called against Trista Holt. So Long Beach now with the opportunity to try to take their first lead in this game. It's 12-12, under a minute to go in the first quarter, 50 seconds exactly. Maddie UT trying to front Dominique Leonidas. Her shot is swatted by Trista Hull, and the Broncos go the other way in transition. Caitlin Burgess gets the ball in the left corner, tries to make a pass to Bowers. That's knocked away. Now the Beach on the fast break. Maddie UT at the free throw line, back out to the three-point line with Joseph. Joseph has a couple runners go through. She finds a bounce pass to Jacina King, back cutting on Jada Clark. And it's Long Beach who now finally leads in this game. It's the first time they have. It's 14-12. 10 seconds to go. Clark dribbling around, kicks it out to Dominique Leonidas, top of the key. Leonidas with three, goes in around Udi, puts it up. That won't go. Rebound to Makai Berry, and the quarter ends. Boise State missing an opportunity to tie it up. So we'll go to the second quarter. Broncos behind. It's Long Beach State 14, Boise State 12 here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Boise State trailing by 2 as we begin the second quarter here at ExtraMile Arena. It's the Broncos 12, Long Beach State 14. Boise State had an opportunity to tie Dominique Leonidas at the basket. Tried for a right-handed layup, but couldn't get it to drop for the Broncos. So they come into the second quarter trailing, but they do have the basketball. And as soon as it's inbounded, we have a timeout. They're going to take it out actually on the other side. It looks like they took it out on the table by press row instead of by the scorer's table. So they're going to have to redo it. This is a good time to ask, what if you quit smoking or vaping today? You can quit, and we can help. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org. Elodie Lalat leading the way for Boise State. She's got 6 points. Abby Muse has 4, 2 of them combining for 10 of Boise State's 12. Here is Abby Muse. She's trying to facilitate the offense at the free throw line. She bounce passes it into Lalat, who gets doubled and then stripped. Ball bouncing free on the floor. Finally ends up going out of bounds off that blue paint and the Boise State lettering. Broncos will keep it. Caitlin Burgess tries to inbound looking for Jada Clark, but her pass is too obvious. And Kiana Hamilton-Fisher reads it the entire way, tips it away. Hamilton-Fisher now a bit too telegraphed with the pass. She was trying to get it into the junior, Jasmine Hardy. And Jada Clark was there for Boise State to tip it away. So the Broncos get the ball back after it went out in the end on Hamilton-Fisher. Kaylin Burgess has it. She has it poked away. Makai Berry with some active hands. Defense on full display. Of course, no surprise, Boise State did lead the Mountain West in blocks last year, 149. Also had 6.48 blocks per game. Elodie Lalat receiving a heater of a pass from Jada Clark. It's too hot to handle, in fact. Lalat puts it on the floor, ends up losing it to Mira Joseph, who's now down at the other end, trying to go up around Abby Muse. Not a whole lot of fouls in this one. Joseph tried to lift it up. Muse got a piece of it. Gordy Presnell energized by what he sees. 35th season coaching. Great inbounds play from Long Beach as Berry finds the rolling Joseph. She slipped her way right to the basket. And with a calm finish, puts it up and in. So 1 minute into the second quarter, it's the Beach by 4, 16-12 over Boise State here at ExtraMile Arena in Boise. Broncos trying to find a bucket, their first one of this half. A lot of ball movement on the outside of the arc. Burgess on the right wing, back out to Jada Clark. Now Burgess all alone for three, leaves it a little bit short off the front of the rim. And once more on a Bronco three-point attempt, it just ends up bouncing out of bounds. That's the third time now that we've seen it. Caitlin Burgess, the junior from Auckland, New Zealand. Spent 2 seasons at the College of Southern Idaho before coming to Boise State. Not all that far of a travel for her to switch schools. Jasmine Hardy straight away three. That won't go. Last touched by Hardy. There were some clamors that maybe Elodie Lalott had put a finger to it, but those were quelled by the referees. And it is Bronco basketball. Taking another look at that replay, it does look like Lalott just narrowly missed grazing the basketball. Beach still trying to trap at half court. They've applied different sorts of full court and half court pressure. Dominique Leonidas will receive a ball that Mary Kay Narrow got knocked out of her hands right at half court. Now Leonidas has her dribble picked up. Still 16-12, 7:58 to go in quarter number 2. 5 on the shot clock. Leonidas, a lot of dribbling at the top of the key. Dish off to Anna Osley. Down low to Abby Muse. And Muse fights through contact to put it up and in with the foul. Count the bucket. And a free throw upcoming for the sophomore. Great work by Abby Muse. Osley just slung it in there. Muse controlled it instantly, then went straight up around the tough defense. Muse makes it 16-14. Her free throw is up. Bounces off back iron, so it'll remain a 2-point Long Beach State lead. The Beach with the basketball once more. 7:40 to go. Justina King directing traffic at the top of the key. Pass trying to get entered into Hamilton Fisher. It's tipped by Muse, stolen away by Boise State. They come the other way. And we've got a whistle for a foul. Dominique Leonidas had the ball. This is a foul away from the play, and it is called on Jasmine Hardy, the 6'1 junior from Santa Clarita, California. She was tied up with Abby Muse and a bit too physical. So she draws the foul, does Muse. And Dominique Leonidas will inbound for Boise State underneath their own basket. Broncos trying to tie or take the lead. Boise State having a great day from the field so far. 7 of 12, shooting 58%. Inbounds play goes straight to Muse. Her jumper is blocked. Leonidas keeps it alive. A second chance upcoming for the Broncos. Elodie Lalott faces a lot of contact, puts the shot up, but the shot will be called off. It'll be a foul on the floor, and it'll be, in fact, against Elodie Lalott. Barreled in too aggressively, dipped her shoulder, and ran over her marker in Mira Joseph. So it's a turnover against Boise State. Offensive foul against Lalott. And now Long Beach State into their offensive set. Lauren Green holding, waiting for motion at the top of the key. Justina King gets herself open. She tries to drive the paint. Abby Muse puts both hands up and just throws the ball back. Another big block for Abby Muse, who was so good at it a year ago. It's the second block for Boise State. It's the second block for Abby Muse. It is Long Beach State basketball underneath the basket. 16-14. They lead Boise State with 6:55 to go. We've got another whistle for a stoppage as the referees try to sort out this under the basket play. There's actually going to be another foul, it looks like. Rudy Presnell can't believe it. Abby Muse had her arm locked all up with Lauren Green. So Muse will get whistled for the foul. Inbounds pass goes into Savannah Tucker, the freshman from Fresno. She goes up, shot misses. Rebound fought for, knocked out of bounds by Boise State. So another chance to inbound underneath their own hoop for the Beach. Justina King passing off with Lauren Green. King finds an open lane right down the baseline, misses the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Bronco ball here on the right side. Boise State still moving to right to left. Lauren Green, the last one to touch it. Another big scrap for the rebound. Mary Kay Narrow bouncing about, guarded tightly by Maddie Uti. In fact, Narrow picks up her dribble, has to get it away. Osley provides an outlet for her. Osley, high pick and roll with Abby Muse on the right wing. Now Mary Kay Narrow driving the baseline, kicks it out. Elodie Lalott is there, turns around with a little post hook. Can't get it to drop, hits right off the rim and comes out. Beach brings it the other way. Savannah Tucker, a lot of contact with Dominique Leonidas. in the near side corner. Tucker goes to ground. Leonidas whistled for the blocking foul. It's another foul against Boise State, just the third team foul of the quarter. 6:09 left to go in the first half. Either side able to score here for a moment. Just 2 points for each side in this quarter. That means the score is still 16-14 in favor of the visitors. Long Beach State coming to Boise for the first time since 2001. Beach have never won a game in Boise. The Broncos are 3-0 when playing Long Beach State in the City of Trees. Hoping to make it 4-0. Good passing play. Mira Joseph finds the angle, gets a bounce pass in down low to Justina King, who turns around Jada Clark and scores at the basket. So it puts the Beach lead up to 4. Boise State trailing 18-14. Abby Muse out free throw line extended. Passing off to the cutting Trista Hull, a whistle and a foul. Hull got hacked as she tried to go up, or right before she went up. No free throws coming for the freshman. Instead, it's Boise State to inbound after the foul. And a substitution being made. Emily Sullivan, the senior, checking in for Mira Joseph, who's done some good work for Long Beach State on the floor so far. Inbound to Hull. Here's Mary Kay Narrow standing on the Mountain West logo on the right corner. This ball is tipped. Maddie Uti just poked at it, knocked it off of Mary Kay Narrow, and that is another Boise State turnover. Narrow took a dribble, tried to cross back over to the left, and then the ball was hit out of her hands. So 5:30 to play in the half. Long Beach with the basketball, up by 4, 18-14. Justina King dribbling around, hand off to Maddie Uti, who finds space in the lane to take a jumper, but before that, there was an illegal screen and an offensive foul. As King handed it off, she banged right in to Mary Kay. And Narrow draws the foul. Uti made the basket. It will not count. Here is Narrow. Bounce pass to Osley on the right wing. Now Narrow, cross-court pass. Goes back to Osley. Abby Muse, top of the key. Boise State moving the ball aggressively. It finds its way to Trista Hull. A lot of passes for the Broncos. All 5 on the floor touch the ball. And in the end, Trista Hull gets fouled, trying to make her way towards the rim. It looked like Emily Sullivan got a piece of her, and that will send us to break. Free throws upcoming when we return for Trista Hull. It's Long Beach State 18, Boise State 14, 4:55 to go in the first half here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Back in Boise, inside ExtraMile Arena. Freshman Trista Hull at the line, shooting free throws. 2 coming for Boise State, who trail at the moment by 4. It's 18-14, and Hull misses the first free throw. 4:58 to go. We played just more than half of this second quarter. Offense hard to come by for both sides. Hull knocks down the second attempt at the charity stripe. Makes it 18-15. With zero sugar and now even more delicious is the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Grab one at the concession stand. Find out for yourself. Long Beach with an opportunity, and the first made 3 of the game comes off the right wing. It was a miss initially by Makai Berry, but she fought to keep possession, got the rebound, and kicked out to Justina King, who drills the triple and now has 6 points in this game. 21-15, the Beach leads. Osley trying to answer back from the right corner. That one no good. Left it too long. Did Osley. Maddie Uti with the board for Long Beach State. Both teams playing so fast in transition. And taking a quick shot, Kiana Hamilton-Fisher. She was down on the baseline, about halfway between the paint and the three-point line. She missed. Mary Kay Narrow gets the rebound. Jada Clark gets the pass. She's got a lot of space. King went underneath the screen, but Clark misses. And it's Uti again with the board. No points for Maddie Uti so far in this game. Justina King doing most of the scoring. She's got 9, actually, after that last made 3. Now she dishes off to UT, who's standing just beyond the free throw line, and again can't find the bottom of the bucket. Cold spell for UT. Good news for Boise State. She's 0 for 3. Anna Osley drives in, creates a lot of contact, but according to the referees, was out of control. It's a charging foul against Osley, the sophomore. Getting in her way and putting the body on the line was Kiana Hamilton-Fisher. It's an offensive foul against Osley. Turnover for Boise State. Long Beach State still ahead by 6, 21-15. LBSU leading Boise State. 3:15 to go. Makai Berry passing to her left. Maddie UT at the three-point line. Now Berry gets it back. Longer pass. Cross court, in fact, to Hamilton-Fisher. Guarded by Muse. Puts the ball on the floor. Down into King. Back out now for a baseline jumper off the mark by Lauren Green. Broncos come away with it. They go the other way. Boise State still going right to left. Rachel Bowers with a high screen for Caitlin Burgess. Now Abby Muse, guarded by Maddie Uti, who's giving her plenty of space at the three-point line. Now a switch as Muse sets the screen for Jada Clark. That three-pointer won't go. Ball ends up with Justina King laying on the floor. And as Mary Kay Narrow tried to get in there and wrestle it away, Long Beach takes a timeout. Both teams finding offense hard to come by so far. It's 21-15, 2:35 to go here in this second quarter. Just 10 points combined between the two sides in this second quarter. And it's the Beach who's outscoring the Broncos 7-3. Boise State, in fact, owed their last 5 on field goals. Save time every time when you use online check-in for a great haircut at Great Clips, proud partner of the Boise State Broncos. Download our app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips, it's going to be great. Long Beach State basketball. And Makai Berry brings it up, the point guard. Big West all-defensive team in 2021. She wants to take it herself, does get to the basket on the left side, but her layup is a bit short. Falls down. Abby Muse picks it up. Abby Muse had it, but they're going to bring it all the way back and call a foul. Actually, they are going to call a foul on the floor. Never mind, excuse me. On Caitlin Burgess, it's a loose ball foul, but it puts Long Beach into the bonus. So Barry's at the free throw line, and she does make the first. Makes it 22-15 to 21 to play in period number 2. Ranked 5th in the Big West, did Barry last year. 2 steals per game. Also poured in 9.1 points per game and 3.1 rebounds per game. She makes them both at the line. And that makes the score 23-15. LBSU on top by 8. Boise State, again, being guarded the entire way up the floor. Mary Kay Narrow, pressured by Justina King, does break it over the timeline. Now Boise State can set up. Jada Clark has it left wing. Dribbles to her right, finds Narrow in the right corner. 3 on the way, and Narrow missing. Boise State still has not connected on a triple. Long Beach wants to run on the fast break. Justina King goes in. She's knocked to the floor. Abby Muse got the block, but there was also a whistle. It's clean, so it's another block for Abby Muse. No surprises there. Abby Muse, dominant defensively. Second in the conference a season ago in the Mountain West with 40 blocks and averaged a block and a half, more than a block and a half, in fact, per game. Makai Berry gets the ball on the inbound and then travels with it right in the paint. She wanted to go up for a shot. Couldn't get it off. Came back down. Jada Clark trapped as Boise State inbounds. They do break the press. Narrow's got a 3-on-2. Chooses Bowers to her left. Bowers at the block. Gets 2 for Boise State. Snaps their scoring drought and gets the Broncos back within 6. 23-17. A minute 30 to go in the half. Kiana Hamilton-Fisher driving her way around the lane. swings it out. It's Barry again, guarded by Bowers. Bowers with a big piece of the ball. Gets a block. Save to Uti. As the Beach swinging around the perimeter. Step back jumper on its way, Justina King. That won't go. King needs just 3 more points to hit 1,000 in her career. Broncos with tempo. Narrow takes it all the way coast to coast, but can't finish the layup. Now it's Barry on the other end. She's free, an uncontested layup, and that makes it 25-17. 50 seconds to go in the half. Run and gun offense on full display from both sides here in this first half. Mary Kay Narrow slowing things down a bit. Gives off to her other guard, Burgess. Now Bowers on a pop, and her shot ends up getting stuck right between the rim and the backboard. It's lodged there. It'll be Long Beach ball as Abby Muse jumps up to clear it away. After both teams shot over 50% in quarter number 1. It has not been easy going in the second quarter. Boise State just 2 of 11 from the floor. Long Beach 4 of 15 in the second period. Long Beach with a 1.5 second differential between the shot and game clock, trying to dribble out some time. Jada Clark is going to get whistled here for the lightest of taps. They're going to call a foul against her, and the freshman will get some advice from 2 who were in her shoes not that long ago, in Abby Muse and Mary Kay Narrow. And because Boise State has already committed 5 fouls in this quarter, that sends Justina King to the line. She's shooting 2, and her first one is nothing but net. 13.9 seconds remaining in this second quarter. King with an opportunity to make it a 10-point lead. She can come through on this second free throw, and she does. So it's 27-17. Boise State finds themselves behind by 10, but they do have the ball and an opportunity to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Muse inbounds to Narrow. Narrow brings it up court. Narrow in the front court, gets a screen from Muse. Out to Burgess. Bounce pass to Muse, who is fouled. Abby Muse just got wrapped around as she tried to receive that pass. It was Justina King once again getting involved. So Muse at the free throw line. And Muse makes the first. 2.2 seconds left. Boise State cuts the deficit back to single digits with the made free throw. Muse rises for her second, makes that one as well. It's a 2 for 2 on the trip to the line for Muse. 1 second left. Here's the heave, and it's on target off the front of the rim from Hamilton Fisher, but it does not go. But it is Long Beach who takes the lead into the locker room. It's 27-19. Boise State finds themselves behind in their home opener. We'll be back with stats and highlights from the first half right here from Extra Mile Arena on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. With the Boise State debit card from Mountain America, the official credit union of the Broncos. Details at any Mountain America branch. Membership required based on eligibility. And now let's check the first half stats, sponsored by Bud Light, reminding you to enjoy responsibly. It's 27-19. That is the score. Long Beach State leading Boise State by 8 at halftime here at Extra Mile Arena. And for Long Beach State, they are getting scoring mostly by Justina King, the junior from Scarborough, Canada, has 11 points on 4 of 9 shooting. She's knocked down a triple and is 2 for 2 at the free throw line as well. She's now just 1 point away from becoming the 26th member of the LBSU program to reach 1,000 career points. So that's something to keep an eye on in the second half. Meanwhile, for Boise State, they are getting scoring mostly from their bigs. Abby Muse leads the way. She's got 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting and 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Also a rebound and assist for her. Rachel Bowers with 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting from the floor as well. And then Elodie Lalott pouring in 6. She's shooting 75% from the field. She's 3 of 4 as well. Mary Kay Narrow leading the team in both rebounds and assists, but has yet to get on the score sheet. In fact, she's 0 for 4 from the field and has missed on 3 3-point attempts. She's 0 for 3 from deep and 0 for 4 from the field. Boise State would like to see her get involved, but has dished out 4 helpers and is pulling down boards. She leads the way with the 3 rebounds and the 4 assists. Boise State shooting in the game 38%, the exact same number as Long Beach State, but it's the Broncos who have 8 less shots. Boise State is 8 for 21. The Beach 11 for 29. Boise State trying to turn around the 3 ball as well in the second half. That'll be something to look for. They are 0 for 7 at the moment from beyond the arc, while Long Beach has knocked down just 1. They are 1 of 5. So we'll see if Boise State can get the shooting unlocked for themselves. Also want to cut down on the turnovers as well. Double-digit turnovers for BSU in that first half. They turned the ball over 11 times compared to the 7 times that Long Beach State did. Long Beach State leading in rebounds as well, 17 to 14, and second chance points. Boise State hasn't been able to capitalize on any of their 2 offensive rebounds. Another thing for the Broncos to look for in the second half is working on boxing out a little bit. 6 offensive rebounds for Long Beach State. When we talked to Gordy Presnell in that pregame interview, he said that Maddie Uti is so good at getting her own rebound. Well, she's got 4 rebounds in this game, and a few of them have come down on the offensive end. It's 27-19. Boise State trails, but the third quarter will be here in no time. Boise State will be looking to make up the deficit and win their 8th straight home opener. We'll be back with more right here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. It's Boise State trailing. It's 27-19. Long Beach State coming in, the visitors, and having success in both the first and the second quarters. 14 points in the first, 13 in the second. Boise State trying to respond back with a good halftime talk and then bringing it back to start the third, hopefully starting as well as they did in the first. Broncos had the lead for a majority of that first quarter, really until the very end. Boise State did lead by 4 back at the 4:01 mark of quarter number 1, but Long Beach took the lead at the end of the quarter and then never looked back, never trailed in the second. So Boise State with some work to do to get back into this one against the Beach. Again, we mentioned Boise State being led by Abby Muse. It's really the bigs who have done it all for the Broncos. In fact, all 19 points have come courtesy of the bigs. Muse, Lalott, Bowers, and then also Trista Holt, who got a point at the free throw line. A freshman from LaSalle High School out of Yakima, Washington, is the only newcomer for Boise State so far in this one to get a point, but we've seen a few Bronco debuts, including Caitlin Burgess, the junior from Auckland, New Zealand, who came over this year from CSI. Dominique Leonidas yet to score, but she has provided some good defense and good intensity for Boise State. She's the transfer from Brown out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. And then Trista Hull, as we mentioned, the Bronco with a point. Jada Clark also made her Boise State debut earlier in this one. She's played 11 minutes, has the freshman from Richland. She actually played at Richland High School for Haley Middleton, who's the sister of former Bronco Brady Hodgins, a name that is very familiar to Bronco fans. Hodgins part of the Boise State crew that completed the double in 2018 and 19, or 17 and 18, excuse me, as we're back in play. Abby Muse getting the ball down on the block and going up, getting fouled. She earns her way to the line for 2 shots. Boise State winning the regular season and the tournament titles in the Mountain West in both 2017 and 2018. Broncos looking to get back to that dynasty. Abby Muse at the free throw line makes the first, makes it 27-20. Boise State now down by 7. And Muse makes them both. So, to open the third, Muse does the same thing that she did to end the second. and goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 27-21, 30 seconds gone in the third quarter. Anna Osley reaching her way, getting her arm on a pass that was supposed to go to Maddie UT. Now Barry, top of the key, picks up her dribble, has a back cut with King, who tries the reverse layup. No good. Leonidas bringing it the other way for Boise State, who's going left to right. Osley springing in off the wing. Overran the pass. Leonidas thought she was going to sit and stay for three. Osley cut to the hoop instead, and Leonidas threw it behind her. It's another turnover for Boise State. Justina King brings it up the court, passes off to Barry, now goes to UT, goes up, and with a one-hand floater fadeaway, Maddie UT gets her first points of this game. They don't call him until the 8:50 mark of quarter number 3. Went around the good defense of Mary Kay Narrow. Narrow now bounces it into Lalott on the block. Anna Osley gets it from Lalott. Jacks up a three, rolls around and then out of the rim. And now the Beach comes the other way with Barry on the right block. She got a chest pass delivered to her from Lauren Green. And Boise State brings a couple of defenders, end up fouling Barry right underneath the basket. The transition was started by a breakout pass from King, and then Lalott and Leonidas arrived as the defense against the wide open Barry underneath the hoop. It's Lalott who picks up the foul, and Barry is at the free throw line shooting 2, where she makes the first. So now 30-21. Long Beach with the lead. Barry with another free throw. And Barry will sink them both. She went 4 of 7 from the field. And Long Beach season opening win over Biola. They won that 80-61. Narrow, guarded tightly by UD, still finds a way to get a pass in to Elodie Lalott, who was streaking towards the basket. Narrow finds her in the chest. Lalott puts it up and in. And Boise State now up to 23. Still behind in this one, 31-23. 8 minutes to go. Green trying to front a pass down low to her post. That doesn't go. Offensive rebound for the Beach. Three-pointer off target by Jasmine Hardy. Boise State bringing it down. Left to right, Elodie Lalott gets a pass from Mary Kay Narrow. She goes down in a heap after a collision with Green right underneath the basket, and it's going to be called a blocking foul. Green was sliding. Lalott didn't have full control of the basketball just yet. But Lalott will go to the free throw line, and she will be shooting 2. It's a shooting foul. Lalott, the sophomore forward, 6'1", from Paris, France. And she is too strong on the first. Misses it off the back of the rim. Boise State shooting just 5 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Lalott does have another, and she makes that one. Lalott appeared in all 23 games last year for Boise State, and planning to play a big role, part of this starting unit for the Broncos this year. She makes the second, makes it 31-24, 7:30 to go. Maddie UT once again trying to just step through around defenders. This time Anna Osley was the woman in her way. UT's shot goes up off the glass and off the rim, and then out of bounds. Last touched by Trista Hull of Boise State. So the Beach keeps it. They've got it with their point guard, Justina King. King gets some space. Narrow tried to go underneath the screen. Mira Joseph gets the rebound. Joseph on the second chance opportunity, can't get it. So 3 shots on that possession for Long Beach State. Dominique Leonidas trying to go quickly for the Broncos. Walked her way on the baseline. Tried to tiptoe it, but it looks like she stepped out of bounds and indeed put her entire left foot on the orange line. designating the space off the court. So a Bronco turnover. And it's still 31-24, 6:45 to go. Jasmine Hardy, bounce pass to King. King right block, spinning and scoring. And there it is, career point number 1,001 for Justina King. So congratulations to her. She becomes the 26th player in Long Beach State history to score 1,000 points. Makes it 33-24. Mary Kay Narrow fighting through some very tough defense. Takes a deep layup and scores from outside the paint. Broncos trailing by 7. 33-26. Narrow finally hoping that that'll be the basket that unlocks the scoring component of her game. It's the first make. She's 1 of 5 now from the floor. Ball swung into the left corner. Nobody there other than Jasmine Harding, who pulls the trigger but can't connect. Her rebound is scrapped for, and it's again Long Beach State who comes away with the offensive rebound. They're going to slow things down. That is their 9th. Out-rebounding Boise State on the offensive glass, 9-2. Entry pass to Maddie UT, stolen by Dominique Leonidas. Certainly a height advantage there for UT, but Leonidas exploiting her leaping ability, and now Leonidas will get an assist. She dishes off to Elodie Lalott. Lalott was camped down in the paint waiting for the pass. Leonidas found her, and from the left side, Lalott makes it a 5-point contest. 33-28, 5:10 to go in quarter number 3. Beach attacking with Barry. Barry drives in against Narrow, who's straight up and down. No foul called, even though there was a lot of contact. Leonidas trying to run the fast break. Sails the pass over Anna Osley. That will go out of bounds, and that will send us to immediate timeout. It's Boise State cutting into the Long Beach lead, 33-28, 4:56 to go in the third here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Back at Extra Mile Arena, Boise State starting to claw back into Long Beach State's lead. It's now 33-28 with 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Boise State finding their way back. 3 of 3 from the floor on their last 3 are the Broncos. And at the moment, Long Beach State is one of their last 8. They've got the ball with their best scorer, Maddie UT. UT has it go in off the rim, and then it sat there for a moment before falling out. Maddie UT just can't buy a bucket today. She's 1 of 7, just 2 points. She has had difficulty scoring, and that has certainly helped Boise State remain in this game. One of the best scorers in the Mountain West for 4 years was UT. And Mary Kay Narrow will go in and draw a foul. She'll earn herself a trip to the line after getting met in the paint by Mira Joseph. And Narrow, the native of Beaverton, Oregon, will get a trip to the charity stripe and an opportunity to cut the lead down to 3 for Long Beach State if she can knock down both. First trip to the free throw line this season for Mary Kay Narrow. She puts the first one up quickly, and she converts. Started all 23 games as a true freshman last year, did Mary Kay Narrow. Led the Mountain West with 119 assists. Second with 5.2 assists per game in the conference, and she makes the second free throw. So now it is Boise State 30, Long Beach State 33. Broncos on a 6-0 run, trying to keep it going with some good defense. Here's Hamilton Fisher, left wing, guarded by Bowers. Out of control, she throws up a shot, but draws the foul against Rachel Bowers. So that'll be a trip to the free throw line for the redshirt sophomore, as Bowers jumped up to try to go for the swat. Boise State hoping to block even half as many shots as last year. Would be a very successful campaign. Had nearly 150 swats a year ago. First free throw good for Hamilton Fisher. She made 18 starts last year for LBSU in her season returning from injury after she played in just 4 games in 1920 during that season. She makes the second, so it's 35-30. Under 4 to go in quarter number 3. Anna Osley trapped at half court, gets it away to Jada Clark. Now Narrow dropped the pass for a second, gathered control and the dribble. Narrow puts it into the paint. Muse, just inside the free throw line, puts up a jumper. That does not go. Bowers, with a good battle, knocks the ball off Jasmine Hardy. And Boise State will get to keep possession. Great passing. Narrow nearly picking up her 6th assist in this one. On the inbound, Osley inbounds to Muse. Muse tries to slip it right back to Osley. That is read by the Beach. And now UT goes up to the basket. Muse knocks her on the head as she goes by. Maddie UT finishes the play with the basket, and she will go to the line for an opportunity for a 3-point play. Just the second make of the afternoon for Maddie UT. She's now 2 of 8 from the floor. But if she makes this free throw, which she does after a little assistance from the front of the rim, she has put the black and yellow back up. Long Beach State 38, Boise State 30 with 3:20 to go. Broncos with the ball. Jada Clark, a deep 3 on its way. That's off the rim and into the hands of Justina King. She wants to go rapidly for the Beach. Her bounce pass hits off the leg of her teammate Hamilton Fisher, and the ball ends up on the ground. It's fought for. It's a jump ball, and it is a timeout for us here inside Extra Mile Arena. 38-30. Long Beach State not doing much better, however. They're just 1 of 8. That's good for 13%. Cintas delivers everything you need, from servicing fire extinguishers and first aid cabinets to restocking restroom supplies and managing uniform and apparel solutions. In fact, over 1 million customers rely on Cintas every day. Get Cintas and get ready for the workday. Another foul on the floor. Jada Clark getting called for it. She was holding back UT. Ball in the right corner for the Beach. Justina King. 38-30. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And King's pass picked off by Anna Osley. Came right to her. But then Osley, trying to start the fast break, loses it to Hamilton Fisher. Fisher goes up against Osley on the left side of the basket, gets fouled, and will head to the line. So Fisher will get another opportunity to shoot free throws. She hasn't made a field goal in the game, but she is a perfect 2 for 2 at the line. And Jeff Kamen, head coach Long Beach State, taking this opportunity to gather around the 4 players on the court who aren't shooting this free throw, just to talk to them about his expectations going forward and set up a little bit of a game plan. Hamilton Fisher makes the first, so she's now 3 for 3. Pushes the Long Beach State run to 6-0 over the last minute and a half. Make it 7-0 as the free throw goes in. That gives the Beach a 10-point lead over the Broncos, 40-30. Boise State trailing. Have not dropped a home opener in a while. In fact, hasn't been since the 13-14 season that Boise State fell in their home opening game of the season. They turn it over down on the right end. Long Beach comes at them. Jasmine Hardy bounces through, finds some space in the middle of the paint, scores a right-handed layup to push the lead to 12. 2:15 to go, 42-30. Dominique Leonidas triple-teamed, splits it all, finds Narrow for 3. Narrow gets it to go after it rattles around. And that's a Mountain America three-pointer. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward. First of the game for Boise State. And the first for Narrow, who now has 7 points to go along with her 4 rebounds and 5 assists. 42-33, minute 50 to play in quarter number 3. Narrow jumping in the way of a pass. Hardy still gets it. She was the intended target. And Narrow's marker, Justina King, left alone on the left wing. She knocks it down from downtown. 45-33, Long Beach. Abby Muse trying to pass the ball into Elodie Lalott, who was doubled down on the block, had a size advantage over both Justina King and Patricia Chung. It was tipped by one of the two, went out of bounds. And with 1:30 to play in the third, Boise State will inbound under their basket. Leonidas' pass sends Jada Clark all the way into the backcourt for the Broncos. Clark, give and go with Narrow. Clark lining it up from deep. That one off target. And it goes out of bounds. Another ball that just bounces its way out on a three-point attempt for Boise State. So ball with Long Beach State. And Jasmine Hardy. Now Maddie UT, right wing extended. Knocked backwards by Narrow as she tried to drive in. UT's pass taken away. And after a long scramble for it, it's Abby Muse who will record the steal. Less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Mary Kay Narrow trying to sling the ball to Leonidas, who was charging her way towards the near side corner. Pass was too quick for the speed of Leonidas. Goes out of bounds. Boise State picking up their 18th turnover in the contest. Kaylin Burgess checks back in for Boise State. Patricia Chung brings the ball up the floor for the Beach with a dribble handoff to Barry. Maddie Uti gets around Mary Kay Narrow, and Barry finds her with the feed. So Maddie Uti coming to life here in this third quarter. She's got 7 points now in the game, 47-33, 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dominique Leonidas and Mary Kay Narrow playing back and forth with the basketball. Just beyond the three-point line. Now Leonidas has it. Goes for a jump shot in the lane. That one was affected by the defense, but Lalat gets the offensive rebound. 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's out to Caitlin Burgess on the far side. Her three-pointer off the mark. 2 seconds to go. Chung pulls up for three, leaves it short, and UT with the putback comes after the buzzer had gone to end the period. So it's Boise State trailing as we head into the final frame. Broncos with 33, Long Beach State with 47 here at ExtraMile Arena on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Time at ExtraMile Arena. Boise State finds themselves trailing in their home opener to Long Beach State. It's 47-33. The Beach is up. Before the game today, Gordy Presnell said that this is the best Long Beach State team in years, and they're certainly proving it here today. They are finding scoring from everywhere. Makai Berry with 8, Maddie Uti with 7, Justina King with 16, and Mira Joseph with 8 for Long Beach State. Those have been the main players for the Beach that has helped them get out to this lead. Boise State, couple in double figures. Mary Kay Narrow also coming on strong here recently, and the Broncos looking to trim this lead and give themselves an opportunity to make it close towards the end of the fourth. It is Long Beach State basketball. Point guard Justina King has it. Junior from Scarborough, Canada. Dribbles left, gets a screen, passes to Udy at the free throw line. Udy takes a couple of dribbles around Leonidas, misses her first shot, gets her own rebound. That one also does not go for her, and Abby Muse brings it down. Boise State goes forward with Narrow up to Leonidas, and then sent down into the paint with Elodie Lalat, who puts it up, draws the foul, and will get to shoot two. Broncos moving the ball extremely quickly. Lalat was guarded by both Maddie Uti and Kiana Hamilton-Fisher. It's Hamilton-Fisher who fouled her. Lalat making another trip to the free throw line. Misses the first. Bouncing the ball right in front of her right foot. Misses the second as well. So Boise State gets no points in that trip down the floor. Score remains 47-33. Visitors still ahead here in Boise. Maddie Uti dribbles to her right. Passes off to King. Now King moves it back to her left with Barry. Barry crossover dribble. Tries to get around Burgess. Lalat comes with the help defense. Goes up for the block. A whistle and a foul as Barry muscled it off the glass. But did get fouled. She missed the shot, but has the opportunity to still gets some points by shooting 2 here at the free throw line. Long Beach State leads this series in total 5-4. And in fact, Long Beach State is on 2-game winning streak. Berry makes the first. That winning streak spans 20 years, though, as Berry makes them both. So both free throws go down. It's 49-33. Long Beach State leads. They are again pressuring in the backcourt. Maddie Uti trying to trap up narrow. Does knock a pass out of bounds. Last time Boise State and Long Beach State met, it was 2014, a neutral site game played in Anchorage, Alaska. Leonidas gets the ball left corner, kicks it back out to Narrow at the top of the key. They do it one more time. Now Narrow gets it back, goes to Burgess. Burgess back to Narrow, top of the key. Lalat receives a pass on a bounce from Leonidas. And Lalat working on the left block, whistled for the offensive foul as she knocks down Justina King, just the 5'8" King, compared to the 6'1" Elodie Lalat. So beach basketball, Long Beach State with the lead and the ball. They try to free up Maddie Uti with the screen. Ball movement sends it into Hardy, then King. Kicked out for 3, and connecting is Hamilton Fisher. Extends the lead, 52-33. No shortage of scorers for this Long Beach squad, who's projected to finish 4th in the Big West. Defense also hounding as Mary Kay Narrow tried to pass the ball off to Dominique Leonidas. Leonidas' return pass goes out of bounds, and we have a timeout. Gordy Presnell wants to talk things over. 52-33, 8:03 to play in the game here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. They can get to talk things over. They do have the lead. It's 52-33. Boise State trying to find a way to come back into this one, make it a little bit closer. At the moment, they're behind by 19. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to support Boise State athletics. Visit IdahoFarmBureauInsurance.com and learn how you can become part of the Farm Bureau Insurance family. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance, protecting what matters most. Long Beach State basketball. Maddie Uti to inbound, and she does so to Makai Berry. Uti, even struggling from the field in this game, has managed to make an impact. 7 points, 6 rebounds. She's been the focal point of the offense. Just 3 of 11 from the floor, but Justina King has been the main scorer, and it is King who jab steps at the free throw line, steps back and then misses. Boise State gets the board with Lalat. Mary Kay Narrow straight away from the basket, has time, has space, passes off to Leonidas, standing to her left on the wing. Narrow, 3 straight away, that won't go. Lalat fighting for the rebound with Jasmine Hardy, and does enough to tie up Hardy and earn the jump ball. Boise State having a tough time from outside. Last season's Boise State team could light it up from 3, but would also go through stretches like we're seeing today. At the moment, the Broncos 1 of 13 from deep, just 8%. Inbound goes to Lalat. Burgess wants a 3, and she's got it. 52-36 with 7:10 to go in the fourth. And the first Bronco points for Caitlin Burgess. The CSI transfer gets her first Boise State points. And now she's tasked with defending Maddie Uti. Uti steps around from the right side of the basket to the left, but leaves her layup off the underside of the rim. Mary Kay Narrow slings it ahead to Abby Muse, drop steps right, then spins around left. Her shot off target, and the Beach brings it the other way. Justina King guarded by Abby Muse. King, who had brought it in towards the paint, now backs it out, trying to take advantage of the mismatch. The guard on the forward. Instead, ball ends up in the hands of Maddie Uti in the right corner, and then it is swatted away by Dominique Leonidas, denying an entry pass to Makai Berry on the baseline. 52-36, 6:30 to play in the contest. Boise State in danger of losing their first home opener since 2013. King goes up, guarded by 2. Caitlin Burgess providing good defense there. And the rebound snatched up by Mary Kay Narrow. Narrow brings it into the front court. She gets doubled over by the Mountain America sign right across from the Boise State bench. Gets it away to Leonidas. Leonidas dribbling with some crossovers, but Barry's not falling for any of them. Now Burgess out to Bowers. Bowers finds an entry to Trista Hull. Hull around UT, up and under, off the glass and in, and one for the freshman Hull. UT whistled for the foul, and Boise State gets more points on the board. The first make in her Boise State career for Trista Hull as well, as the freshman connects on her first field goal. Tough one to finish it was. It's 52-38. Hull's got 3 points. 5:40 to go. Here's Barry, left alone from 3. As Leonidas comes to close out, she moves it a pass further into the corner with Hardy. And that 3 off the mark. Narrow leading the fast break, takes it herself. But once more, just can't find the finish at the rim. So Long Beach State comes back the other way with King dished off to Hardy. And Hardy goes up, draws contact, and is fouled by Trista Hull. 2 shots coming for the junior from Santa Clarita, California. A couple of changes being made for both sides as well. Anna Osley checking in for Boise State. 5 on the floor for the Broncos are Mary Kay Narrow, Anna Osley, Caitlin Burgess, Trista Hull, and Rachel Bowers. Hardy's first free throw, no good. Clanked off back iron and out. Still another free throw coming for her. Long Beach hasn't scored in 3 minutes, but that will end as Hardy snaps the drought by putting home the second free throw. 53-38. Osley, ball into the front court, double teamed on the far side right next to the Bronco head. Gets it to Narrow. Narrow gets it back to Osley. Her three-pointer jammed between the rim and the backboard. The second time today we have seen that happen. It happened earlier to Rachel Bowers on a jump shot from the baseline. And now it happens to Osley. In fact, the ball is still lodged there. We'll take one of the brooms that they use to sweep up any moisture on the floor and just knock it free. And the ball will go back to Long Beach State, 53-38. That is the score, and it is Long Beach who has the lead with 4:55 to play. Makai Berry just dribbling all alone, standing on the back of the Bronco head at half court. Now springs into action. She goes left. Udi goes to her right. Udi gets the pass. Udi goes in, passes back out to King. King, three-pointer, rolls in and out. And Boise State and Trista Hull have it. Now Mary Kay Narrow. Couple of dribbles. Finds Bowers, who had some space, but just pushed it too hard off the backboard. Ended up hitting the rim and going out. Long Beach not pushing the tempo anymore. Up 53-38. They're using most of the shot clock, trying to run some plays. Second game of the season for the Beach. Barry in isolation on Osley, goes left, and using her left hand, scores at the bucket. Osley will try to answer back. 3 on the way, bounces up off the rim, then hit the top of the backboard, went over it, came back, and nearly went in. Had it gone in, it still wouldn't have counted. And in fact, it didn't count as soon as it went over the top of the backboard. So it's 55-38 after the Barry bucket, 3:40 to go. Low-scoring quarter at the moment, mostly in part thanks to Long Beach just taking their time every time they get it. King comes off a screen, finds the pass from Joseph, King can't hit it, and then Joseph picks up the foul as she tries to just go through Rachel Bowers to get the rebound. Subs come in for Boise State. A couple of Bronco debuts being made. Sydney McQuieter, Lindsay Lovrovich coming in, getting their first look at the court in some regular season action for Boise State. Jada Clark has it for the Broncos, gets a screen from a hole at the top of the key. Now gives it up to Lovrovich. Lovrovich gives it back. Clark again with the screen. Just can't get any space past the tough defense of Justina King. And King affects the shot so much that Clark leaves her layup short on her way to the basket. That one's off. King pump fakes a three. Burgess good closeout. So King moves in, takes the floater. Another miss for King. It's been a volume shooter so far today. First touch for Sydney McQuieter. And she loses it as she gets doubled. The entry pass went to her in the post. Jada Clark, really tight defense on Barry, who finds no problems with it. Still finds a way to finish 57-38, 2:28 to go here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. .38, minute 45 to go in the contest. Long Beach is trying to run out the clock, run some of their offensive sets. Jump shot put up off a screen from Patricia Chung, who was fading through the air. Couldn't get it to go, but once again, Long Beach gets the rebound. Offensive rebound number 12 for them. Chung just holding, waits until there's 6 on the shot clock, then goes in and goes to the left to Jada Clark. Patricia Chung finishes at the basket, gets her first points in this one, makes her first field goal. Broncos want to go quickly. Burgess for 3, left wing. Clanks off the iron, that won't go. And now there's a minute left in this one, 59-38. Long Beach leading Boise State. And the Broncos looking like they're going to drop their first home opener in 7 seasons. Chung dribbling around, gets a double screen, 4 on the shot clock, goes up with the left, scores again through some very tough defense. An acrobatic finish makes it 61-38. 30 seconds to go. For Long Beach, they've just had scoring whenever they've seemed to need it, regardless of who has been on the floor. Here's McQuieter, baseline jumper. That one's off the side of the rim and out. Long Beach has the rebound with Kiana Hamilton-Fisher, and she brings it into the front court, where Long Beach can dribble out the clock and improve to 2-0 on the season. The final horn goes, and our final here in Boise, 61-38. Long Beach takes down the Boise State Broncos. The Broncos dropped their first home opener since that 2013-14 season, and it snaps a 7-game winning streak in terms of home openers for the Boise State Broncos. They'll start their season 0-1, while Long Beach State improves to 2-0 here on the young year. Boise State will actually be right back here at home on Monday when they take on Oregon Tech, and we will talk to Bronco head coach Gordy Presnell right here after the game. And talking to Gordy Presnell, head coach of the Boise State Broncos. And Gordy, this game You said it was going to be a good test for your side. What did you see through those 4 quarters?
First quarter, everyone touches it. Rachel Powers with the finals, and it's our play of the game. Today's Western Heating and Air top performer goes to Elliot P. Lamotte.